as my educational path grew in acquiring my bachelor's in psychology, I started learning about various types of counseling and counseling practices. I resonated closer with cognitive behavioral therapy. I just found that it was leading to a path of changing the future or addressing the current situations rather than focusing everything on what happened in the past. I do agree that in the past we have things that affect us in the ways that we are reacting to certain things like stress and anxiety. But I also learned that we can change the future by focusing on the present rather than the past. So, like I said, I resonated more with cognitive behavioral therapy. And it is a type of psychotherapy in which negative patterns of thoughts about the self and the world are challenged in order to alter unwanted behavior patterns or treat mood disorders such as depression and or anxiety. And that's another reason that I resonated with it so well, is because it does help address anxiety and depression simultaneously or separately. And the things that you can do are stress management, meditation. There's a lot of different things that you can do in that therapy module. And I'll talk about those in the future. But, just knowing what cognitive behavioral therapy is and the fact that you can actually do this on your own. If you have a severe case or you are suicidal, have an addiction issue that you feel needs to be addressed by a counselor or a psychotherapist or a psychologist, definitely seek help when it's needed. There are milder cases that we can address once we're trained or have the knowledge on our own. We can help alleviate certain situations. But like I said, some of them are severe to where you need to seek professional help. And I'm not saying don't seek professional help. I have in the past, actually several times, uh, in various stages of my life. And even counselors need to be counseled at times. So it is important to know that there is help out there. Now we have online help. If your insurance company pays for it, you can actually seek help online and have a telehealth appointment with a counselor via telephone or video. So that's something new on the horizons now. I think it really stemmed from the pandemic, and I think that's a great thing for people who just can't leave their house for psychological reasons or physical reasons. So that's very helpful. I myself was involved in telehealth appointments via telephone, and I went for about a couple months in therapy just to ask some questions, have a sounding board on somebody that is professional and that would think outside the box where I wasn't able to. So sometimes counselors need a sounding board just to get through a challenge in life. Sometimes you need a counselor because the situation in your life is unbearable and you can't figure another way out. So there's 4 steps in cognitive behavioral therapy. The first is to identify the troubling situation or condition in your life. So you can do this via journal. You can write down what the issue is to start with, and that will help you build upon each step along the way. The second step is to become aware of your thoughts, emotions, or beliefs about these problems. So you want to write down those things to help you get through that. This could actually be a way to set goals as well. The third is to identify negative or inaccurate thinking. So, are the thoughts you have inaccurate, or are you overthinking something? Um, are you overreacting to something? So that's something to be aware of. The fourth is to reshape negative or inaccurate thinking. So now we're going to decide, how are we going to reverse our thought patterns? Now, like I said, all of these steps may need professional help getting through them. And perhaps maybe after you have your first counseling session, maybe you've never been to counseling and you really are intimidated by the process, or you have limiting beliefs about counseling. Uh, some people think they're nuts if they go to counseling. Some people think, oh, I can deal with this on my own. I don't need a counselor. But then things get overwhelming and you need someone to get you through those thought processes. So, going through those 4 steps, you can kind of come to a conclusion of what you would like to accomplish as your personal goals. So you can set goals and then work on those goals many different ways. And like I said, a therapist can help you, they can advise you if you do need guidance. There are also workbooks out there that help you through the cognitive behavioral therapy process. So you can buy those. I find them on Amazon. In the future, I'm going to be creating an Amazon affiliate store, so I will have those workbooks on there. I happen to be one of the people that used to buy my school books on Amazon back in the 90s when Amazon was just selling books. So I have got a lot of books that I can recommend for cognitive behavioral therapy and ways of working through these things on your own, or you can take these workbooks to your counseling sessions and go over them with your therapist. If this is something that interests you, please comment below and I will answer any questions you may have. Also, click the like if it resonates with you, and if you feel so inclined, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to let you know of the future counseling or psychological talks I have in the future regarding physical, emotional, spiritual, and nutritional information.